Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren is considered by many to be the top candidate for the 2020 presidential nomination on the Democrat left. She's also considered by many Native American tribes to be America's most powerful cultural appropriator. But I digress. The point is, when Warren weighs in on the Democrat National Committee, and, more specifically, the shenanigans described in an excerpt from former DNC chief Donna Brazile's new book, which details how the committee more or less rigged the nomination for Hillary, people within the party listen, especially Hillary Clinton. And Hills isn't exactly going to like what Fox Candace had to say. In an interview with CNN's Jake Tapper on Thursday, Warren said that she believed that the 2016 Democrat presidential nomination was rigged and that new DNC head Tony Perez would have to bring in Bernie Sanders voters or he's going to fail. Trending, burger bar under fire for coming up with hilarious immigration meal. Warren's remarks came after Tapper talked of Brazile's claims that the Clinton campaign in her view did rig the presidential nominating process by entering into an agreement to control day-to-day operations at the DNC. This is a real problem, but what we've got to do as Democrats now, we've got to hold this party accountable, Warren said, adding that she told Perez when he was elected chairman that you have got to put together a Democratic Party in which everybody can have confidence that the party is working for Democrats, rather than Democrats are working for the party. And he's being tested now. This is a test for Tom Perez, Warren continued. And either he's going to succeed by bringing Bernie Sanders and Bernie Sanders representatives into this process and they're going to say, it's fair, it works, we all believe it. Or he's going to fail. And I very much hope he succeeds. Senator, do you believe with the notion that it was rigged? Tapper asked. Yes, Warren replied. Astute political observers, or merely literate people who read the DNC emails in which the collusion was plainly discussed, could have told you this more than a year ago. I guess it took Sen. Warren a bit longer to catch on. Which is understandable considering she's spent 68 years upon this island Earth and, as far as we can tell, still doesn't grasp elementary economics. However, that's all changed now that Brazile's piece on Clinton has been published. Short version, for those who haven't seen it, Brazile exposes how Clinton used the DNC as a de facto arm of her campaign from the moment it started in order to beat Sanders, ignored fake laws, and siphoned off tons of money from state party apparatuses, thus hurting the party's chances in down-ballot races. Related, Hillary finally breaks silence on dossier, doesn't regret it. It's worth noting that the Democrats have gone from throwing Clinton under the bus to throwing her under the asla and keeping watch by trackside to make sure the next train runs her over, too. Warren, it should be pointed out, has never been on board the Clinton Caboose. A 2004 clip that predates Lee Wath's days in the upper chamber shows her castigating Hillary for flipping her support on a bankruptcy bill, purportedly due to corporate pressure. However, even though Clinton aides privately feared Warren would endorse Sanders, the Massachusetts senator dutifully campaigned for the pantsuited one, even rallying nasty women to the cause at a New Hampshire rally in the closing days of the 2016 election process. Because boy, they couldn't get enough of that phrase, could they? Now, Warren is more or less admitting that Trump's verbally infelicitous nasty woman remark, essentially meant to highlight the fact Secretary Clinton was a soulless, corrupt politico, is materially true, in spite of the loaded connotations laid on it by liberals. Clinton used the party as a vehicle to ensure her own success and sucked it dry to feed a campaign that still couldn't win. And yet, people like Elizabeth Warren _knew this. Thanks to the WikiLeaks emails, it was more or less common knowledge. If Warren believed that the process was rigged, she didn't need Donna Brazile to tell her. We're not giving her points for pointing out corruption now when she should have known 9 years ago. Please like and share on Facebook and Twitter if you agree. What are your thoughts on Elizabeth Warren's statement? Scroll down to comment below.